welcome back from the weekend. Good to see you, fourth grade. Okay, let's practice subtracting decimals with one decimal place without regrouping. Let's look at this example. A bottle has 5/10 liter of water. Abby drinks 3/10 liter of water from it. How much water is left in the bottle? So we have this subtraction sentence 0.5 minus 0.3. And let's stack it up vertically. And before I do that for you on my board, I'm going to just make my screen a tad bigger. Okay. And so I stacked it up like this. And I remembered I need to put my decimals on top of one another, and that'll line up my other place values very nicely. So I have my tenths here, I have my decimal point here, and I have my ones here. We'll always subtract from the lowest place value column, and in this case, it'll be the tenths. So 5/10 minus 3/10 is 2/10. And then drop the decimal. 0 1 minus 0 1 is 0 1. So your answer is 0.2. Okay, now it's your turn. Can you please, while I minimize my window, do numbers 1 through 6 on your own, and when you're ready, play the video, and let's check your answers with my answers. See you soon. Hi, welcome back. You must be ready. Okay, let's look at number 1. So they stacked it up for you. And so we're going to always start with the lowest place value column here, which will be the tenths. Okay, so 9/10 minus 1/10 is 8/10. Put the decimal place there, and now let's subtract the 1. 0 1s minus 0 1s is 0 1s. Let's look at number 2. Okay, we always start from the lowest place value column, so 5/10 minus 4/10 is 1/10. Drop the decimal place, and then we have 3 1s minus 1 1 is 2 1s. And number 3 becomes this 9.0. All right, for numbers 4, 5, and 6, I did it on the board, on my board over here. Okay, so let's just do it together. Okay, so I have 9, so I'm going to start with the lowest place value column. And I'm remembering, hey, I'm going to stack up my place values on top of one another. So my tenths go on top of one another, my decimal points go on top of one another, and my ones go on top of one another. So let's start with the lowest place value column, which is a tenth. 9/10 minus 8/10 is 1/10. Drop the place value. 8/10 minus 8 1s minus 7 1s is 1 1, so it's 1.1. All right, let's look at number 5. Number 5 is 7.3 minus 4, okay, where it's 7 1s and 3 10s, and here is 4 1s. That's why I knew to put the 4 over here, not here. If I put the 4 there, then I would say, oh, that's a tenth. That's what I would mean, okay? But I want to put the 4 here under the place value column, okay, that it corresponds with. So 3/10 minus 0/10 is 3/10. Drop the decimal. 7 1s minus 4 1s makes 3 1s. All right, let's try number 6. Okay, 7/10 minus 1/10 is 6/10. Drop the decimal point. 9 1s minus 2 1s is 7 1s. Okay, here's a close-up. All right. Okay, let's look at this example, and it will be subtracting decimals with one decimal place with regrouping. Okay, so let's see what this is about. And I'm just going to increase my video screen so you can see what I'm doing. It says subtract 0.7 from 1.5. So I know I need to subtract, but what's my order? Order is very important when we are subtracting. Okay, so it's either 0.7 take away 1.5 or it's 1.5 take away 0.7. Which one is it? Well, there's a key word here, from. From what? I'm going to take 0.7 from 1.5. So you're going to take it away from 1.5. Which one shows that? Taking 0.7 away from 1.5. Ah, okay. It's not this one. It's this one. I'm taking 0.7 away from 1.5. Okay, so this is the correct one. And for now, you can just order the subtraction sentence by putting the bigger number minus the lower number. Later on in math, you're going to learn, not in 4th grade, but maybe in 6th grade, you're going to learn how to take away a bigger number from a smaller number. But for now, the pattern will be just so then you can be excellent in subtracting. It'll be always put the bigger number first and then take away the smaller number for now. All right, so let's see. Okay, so now I'm gonna start with my lowest place value column, which is the tenths. Can I do 5 tenths take away 7 tenths? There's not enough tenths, so I have to regroup from the ones. So instead of, I'm gonna take away 1, okay, and that'll become a 0, and I'm gonna regroup 1 into 10 tenths. So then this will become 15 tenths. Okay, so 15 tenths take away 7 tenths. Sweet, I can do it now. It's 8 tenths. Okay, and drop the decimal point. 0 ones take away 0 ones is 0 1. So your answer is 0.8. All right. So let's look at guided practice numbers 11 through 14. Pause the video, and when you're ready, play it again, and let's check our answers together. Hi. Okay, seems like you're ready. So let's look at number 11. We're going to start with the lowest place value, which is our tenths. Can I do 0 tenths minus 4 tenths? There's not enough, okay, in the tenths here, 0 tenths to take away 4 tenths. So I have to regroup from the ones over here, okay? So that becomes 0 ones, and then that changes to 10 tenths. So 10 tenths take away 4 tenths is 6 tenths. Then you drop the decimal point, and then 0 ones minus 0 ones is 0 ones. So your answer is 0.6, or 6 tenths. All right, let's look at number 12. So let's look at the tenths column. Can I do 2 tenths minus 5 tenths? There's not enough here to take away. So we need to regroup from the ones over here, okay? And so 7 ones become 6 ones. And then so I'm going to add 10 tenths to 2 tenths, and that becomes 12 tenths, okay? 12 tenths take away 5 tenths is 7 tenths. Drop the decimal point, and then 6 ones minus 0 ones is 6 ones. So your answer is 6.7. For number 13 and 14, I stacked it up like this. And I remembered I just needed to stack up my decimal points and then my place value columns stack on top of one another nicely. Okay, so let's start with the lowest ones. I see I can't take away 7 tenths from 5 tenths, so I have to regroup from the 1. So 3 becomes a 2, and this becomes a 15. Okay, and so 15 tenths minus 7 tenths is 8 tenths. Drop the decimal point. 2 ones minus 2 ones is 0. Okay, so that becomes 0.8. All right, let's look at number 14. I cannot take away 9 tenths from 8 tenths, so I have to regroup from the 1, so that becomes 4 ones, and then this becomes 18 tenths. Okay, you can see that is the 18. right? So 18 tenths minus 9 tenths is 9 tenths. Drop the decimal point. 4 ones minus 3 ones is 1 1. And so your answer is 1.9. The hashtag for this is like a boss. I bet you guys solved it like a boss, didn't you? Alright. Now, let's talk about subtracting decimals with one decimal place from whole numbers. Alright, let's see what this is talking about. I'm just going to increase my video screen. So it says subtract 0.8 from 2. So that means you're taking 0.8 away from 2. So your subtraction sentence should look like this. 2, take away 0.8. And I'm putting 2 here in the ones place because it's a whole number. And that whole number is in the ones place too. Okay? And now I have to go from the lowest place value column, right? Which is my tenths here. But wait a minute, there's nothing here. So what do? Well, what you're going to do is you're going to take that whole number and you're going to change it into a decimal with up to 1 decimal place here, okay? Because that's what you need. So you know that 2 is the same thing as saying 2.0, okay? So now let's subtract. Can I do 8 tenths take away 0 tenths? Or can I take away 8 tenths from 0 tenths? No, there's not enough, so I have to regroup. So I'm going to regroup from my ones. My 2 becomes a 1, and then this becomes 10 tenths. 10 tenths take away 8 tenths is 2 tenths. Drop the decimal point. 1, 1 minus 0, 1 is 1. So your answer is 1.2. Alright, now it's your turn. Pause the video and try numbers 15 and 16 on your own. And let's check your answers when you're ready. See you soon. Hello, you must be ready. Okay. So for number 15 and 16, I stacked it up like this. Okay, let's look at 15 first. So for 15, I see that I have 6 goes in the ones place, right? Okay. But I don't have anything here. So I'm going to change my 6 into a decimal. So it's going to be 6.0. Okay. So now, can I take away 6 tenths from 0 tenths? No, there's not enough. So I have to regroup. So I'm going to change the 6 into a 5, and then that becomes 10 tenths. So 10 tenths minus 6 tenths is 4 tenths. Drop the decimal point. 5 ones minus 3 ones is 2 ones. Okay, now let's look here. I'm going to subtract 11. I'm going to do 11 minus 3.2. And notice for 11, I had to make sure I lined up my decimal place as well, because in 11, this 1 is in the ones place, and then this 1 is in the tens place here. Okay, so I had to stack it up because in 3.2, my 3 is in the ones place. Okay, so now I can change my whole number 11 into a decimal. 11 is the same thing as saying 11.0. So now, or 11 and 0 tenths, right? So I cannot take away 2 tenths from 0 tenths. So I have to regroup here, okay? But I notice here there's still not enough for me to take away, so I have to regroup here in the 10. So that becomes a 0, and this becomes a 11. But then remember, I have to regroup here so I can add tenths here. So then this becomes a 10, and then this becomes a 10. So there's 10 tenths minus 2 tenths is 8 tenths. Drop the decimal point. 10 ones minus 3 ones is 7 ones. So your answer is 7.8. Oh, and 0 tenths minus 0 tenths is 0 tenths. Okay, so your answer is 7.8. There it is. Good job. Super. Okie dokie. So that's all for today, and I will see you tomorrow.